Hello, doctor, confirm that can be heard on the program.
You are loud and thank you so much. People always clap after Bros. Oji speaks.
all those things. If the account number is on it, it becomes a thing we can also do. Then I will suggest, like the last speaker said, can we have a cutoff every April 30th? Hello? Can we have our financial year, our reporting year, to be April 30th every year? And that one will be enshrined in our constitution. If we agree, because we've agreed that our activities will be in May, unless you are saying we are fluctuating the, yeah? And so since we have the same time, for us to be able to do our book work, by April 30th, everything will be sealed. Anything that happens after that, and if you also give the ESCOs or whoever, or feed the section, opportunity to be able to get their reports in on time. And we can leverage on what Brolai said also, on the portal, put it on our website or on our game. And you can also book a Zoom, maybe prior to, it will be a meeting before meeting. All we come here to do is business. We fellowship with each other, maybe from morning to, and then we have our business, and by 2, 3, all of us, we are on our way. So that one will help us a lot. Yeah. And also, I want to talk about the Constitution. Are we deliberating on the Constitution today?
We are supposed to have a report because a review has been done.
Who did the review?
A committee that was constituted last year.
And they've not shown it to us.
That's what we are supposed to present.
And you can't present that way. Show it to us
first.
Have they posted it before?
So that will also help us.
So
we are
sir,
relieved.
I'm just saying, no discussion this day.
Good.
Send it to us. Let everybody make their own comments.
Look at it and then make contribution.
Thank you, sir.
Are we in support of that? It appeared like a motion. Good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just rescue the committee. Okay.
Okay. Actually, the committee has worked tirelessly to highlight few areas or gray areas. So with this now, maybe we're saying we can just dot our I's, cross our T's, and then post it on the platform. Leave room, maybe 2 months, for people to read through and make their feedback so that we can have a consolidated one. I think that's what this house is saying today. Right? For the Constitutional Review Committee. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to say that the issue of taking in case we are, as we are preparing for the reunion, he suggested something. The last day of April. Can that one not, can that one be enshrined so that we put that one in the Constitution?
That's the sense of crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, Brolai, then, I think Rosoji is still online, so we'll take him afterwards.
So, as Baptists, our church in conferences are the most authoritative levels of decision-making. And this reunion, this sitting, is actually like a church in conference. And that's what the Kindekola is talking about. So those suggestions that have been made must be enshrined. That's what we're saying. This sitting is saying by the April 30th of every year, we do a cutoff. Secondly, I think for the Constitution Reviewing Committee, we must also adopt our online platform as a very valid engagement platform to take decisions. So that will save us the challenge of having to wait till next year's reunion to adopt a constitution that may be completed in the next 2 months. So even in the wordings, I was privileged to work with the first set with Brother Soji, Brother Toye, the current one we're working, that we're actually reviewing. The wordings of that constitution must state that our platform online has also become a valid formal legal platform to take decisions. So that we don't, and some of the contributions I sent to them, we have turned the fellowship to a reunion fellowship. The BSF alumni is a fellowship that exists beyond 12 months. And so we must move a lot of things, and that's why we're always bogged down at the reunion. And we, like I said, we don't have enough time for strategic conversation. Some people may have to return back to where they came from. So we must have a wording that suggests that that platform, and we take it seriously. So we do a voice vote, we do a hands vote, a read, so that we can settle that matter and other matters that need to be settled, and don't unnecessarily belabor our reunion with events we could have dealt with over the 12 months. So I think for the committee, please take this on board. We need to evolve with time. We need to be more efficient with time. We need to be more effective and be more impactful if we are going to make transgenerational impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brolai. So let's take Bro Soji briefly.
All right, thank you very much. No, the only amendment I'd like to make is this. When I suggested that all reports should be ready 1 month before reunion. Now, if you want to say cutoff of finance is April 30, that might be cutting it too close, because the treasurer, the finance team will need to do some work to get the report finalized. So I would recommend that we should make our cutoff date March 31, so that they have at least 1 month to ensure that they have finished everything and they post the report. I just don't want a conflict in date. Close of financial year is different from the time to prepare the report. So if the financial year closes March 31, reports must be hosted on the website before April 30, and people have 3 weeks to deliberate. And this goes for all individual zonal reports and any other updates that should come in. That's just the amendment I'd like to make. Thank you. And for the constitutional review, just to add, is that we should be given the chance to review. But since a lot of work has been done, if they have a brief presentation, I think they should still be allowed to say something on it for 2-3 minutes, if you don't mind. I mean, so that while they dot the I's and cross the T's, we must have a timeline for review and submissions of our updates on that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I don't think that one, what our finances, we are not, even those who are talking millions, we are online now. I believe strategically, we have our tables. As somebody drops in his money, you put it there, it goes to the right table. I can print out for years what has been put in. We are all computerized, and especially when it comes to all this. The reason why I said the cutoff at that 38, if you take it to March, you must have a day that when you look at it, you can easily hold on to it. If you take the middle of the month, it may not. In my professional body, we cut off every 30th of June. And whoever we take over in January. So the expenses of the 6 months that somebody has spent, he will be the one to explain it the next June. So in essence, if we are fearful that, okay, this school, why they are leaving, for that 17 days, they may spend the money that's coming. It's still like, for the purpose which it is, the next school, all is your explanation, they will be the one to answerable to it. So if we keep shifting, and we say just a month too, if our date changes from today to 18, so we'll be looking for 30 days before. Let's have a sacrosanct date, April 30th. That's my own suggestion. And then we...
Okay. Okay, can we put that to vote, April 30? Yes. Okay, March 31st. Okay, the years have it. So thank you.
I think it's a good note to draw the curtain. The Constitutional Review Committee has been resaddled with an assignment to tidy up and then post online. That is already documented here. And so, except we now have... No, by implication, there was a response by one of the members of the committee that we can achieve that before... Okay, timeline for reporting consolidated constitution online for people to now look at and respond. Chairman. Report, yes. Report when? That's what he's saying. But they already suggested something that we can go and entrench some of the things that are already said now inside so that we can represent. Because the truth is our time is far spent. And we have 2 major sessions after lunch. And lunch is about 45 minutes. So if we are reducing it at all, it can be less than 30 minutes to hit. Please. Yes, sir.
Okay, deliberately I did not talk because I felt, since I'm a member of the Constitutional Review Committee, this will actually be presented. Yes, the Constitution cannot be adopted today, but there should be a formal presentation, laying it on the table to the ESCO, who has a platform to forward it to everybody to review. Now, some of the things mentioned already have been adequately catered for in a different manner. And so it's important that that presentation is done. Even though it's going to be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it should be done on this floor. Because it's already part of the minute, or part of the agenda of this meeting. That's what I'm saying. So let's follow the agenda, and we can run this meeting quickly and finish it in good time.
Okay, can we have the review without comments? If we agree that there won't be any comments, we just hear the review, and then... Yes. No, they want to present here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, can we have it in 2-3 minutes, sir? Robert? Yes. No, it's not easy. A lot of night meeting, and they have to just present. And at least they've declared.
Okay, good afternoon, House. Yes, on behalf of the members of the Constitutional Review Committee, led by Brother Wale Fatade, and then myself as the Secretary, Abiodun Ojo, Brother Toye Shola Doye, in absentia, Sister Bola Okunlade, and then the 2 officers of our national bodies, the President, Brother Tunde Akombi, and then Brother Tayo Akinshola. Yes, I felt we need to present this because we were constituted on this floor last year. And the standard procedure is that you come back and give your report, even though it's 1 minute. So I will not be taking your time. The chairman sent his apology. He's actually outside of the country. He thought it's next week. So his itinerary was planned towards next week. But he has said I should deputize for him. Yes, we have met looking at the constitutional review, about 11 articles altogether. Articles 1, 2, and 3, we didn't really have anything to do there. But Articles 4 to 11, we touched them. And we deleted some outrightly, we inserted some. This will be presented to the ESCO when we've done the cleanup. We also include what we've had on the floor today. We include them and then present it to the ESCO, who will forward it to us to review. Because I understand that constitution cannot be done within a year, even for a body that meets just once in a year. We take a cue from the National Convention, the Nigerian Baptist Convention. Constitution takes 2-3 years for us to close it. So, but we are going to do a cleanup. And one thing we also noted when we got the memorandum from Brother Lai, and we looked at it, and we felt, well, to also help the operators of the Constitution, certain things should not be fixed and straitjacket. We should allow flexibility. Now, we know our annual body meets once in a year. We've also introduced that they can also introduce other meetings as the ESCO deems fit. So we can have a general assembly on a quarterly basis or biannually, even before the last and the main general assembly. That is possible. It is noted that we're going to take care of the reports. All our reports should come in, especially the financial report, by April 30, and the other reports as well. We've looked at even the issue of our meetings. We have taken care of the virtual meeting as well. Our virtual meeting will carry the same weight as physical meetings. So we're leveraging technology, but we are not even limiting it to that. We are going to empower the ESCO, the operators of the Constitution, to also leverage on technology, because we only know about virtual meetings today. We are knowing about virtual realities. We are hearing about AI. In another 5 years, a lot of things will happen in the tech space because that's where I play now. A lot of things will happen that we can leverage on. So we will put it in the constitution to allow even the Gen Zs amongst us, because we also said that if once they see that, okay, the ways we operate doesn't suit their lifestyle, maybe that's why we don't have some of the Gen Zs in the alumni body. But when they see that, yes, even with the technology, they can leverage a lot of things, they will be here. So on behalf of the committee, I'd like to table the report formally at this session to the ESCO after we have done the cleanup. And we believe that the ESCO will forward it to the House for feedback. And we will be ready to take the feedback and come up with a final clean-up copy on or before the next reunion. Thank you.
It's long. On or before. What?
Oh, it will get to the ESCO. Today is, okay, by next month. I'll speak on behalf of by next month we'll get to the ESCO. But I'm saying the feedback, we will take the feedback, yes.
Okay, we've taken.
Fatade, the deacons, the powerful men that have worked and women that have worked on this constitution. We cannot continue to do it forever. 1 year, and then another reunion cycle, no. In the next 6 months, the new ESCO that is coming, some people that are cycling in must be able to work with this constitution. So from now to probably the end of December, we must have timelines. Next reunion is too much for us to consider to adopt it. So my suggestion to this committee and to the ESCO is that we get it, we present it virtually for people to review, and before December, we should be able to adopt a new constitution. Because, as we are reviewing the constitution, what we probably don't realize, and I also suggested this to the ESCO, that you should have actually included a legal person in this team. But that can come on board after they are done. Obviously, we are operating without a constitution because constitution is under review. So, if you go by the legal terms and the way the world works, someone can take us to court and say we're all illegally constituted. I'm sure there are lawyers inside this house. So, but again, so we cannot continue to work in that interregnum, of not having a constitution that is defined. So, I think God will help you and the team to seal this off before December. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me quickly respond to that. The ball is in our court. It's a duty for every one of us to respond when this is sent out. And I've just spoken on behalf of the committee, since I'm standing here to say, on or before the next reunion that will be available. We can set a timeline for ourselves. And what it means is that we will keep to that timeline regardless of whether we get feedback or not. That's number one. Then two, this is not an illegally constituted body. This body is legally constituted. The constitution is undergoing amendment. By the time we adopt it, what it will mean is that the date the constitution was first enacted as amended on that future date. So it will be as amended, like say, as amended December 31st, 2025. That's when it becomes effective. What we still use today is the old, it's only undergoing review. So we are legally constituted. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So if it's going to happen in December, it's in our hands. So are we agreeing to December or next year? But the implication of that is that whether you respond or you don't respond, the constitution will be adopted. No, because the challenge also is that people have not been responding. We've actually put it on the platform that people should respond, contribute, make your comments. People didn't make comments. So it's not really the fault of the committee. Also our fault, because people did not, how many people contributed? So that's once December, fine. Then let's respond. The committee will meet up with their own deadline timeline, put it to the ESCO, then the ESCO will share it, and then we should respond so that it could quickly be rounded up. Thank you. I think we should just keep it at that. We have some comment online, right? Then somebody raised his hand online. Eh? Okay, Brosoji, just briefly, then we'll take the comment and then we'll close.
His comments were the major ones.
Are you reading?
We have some comments here online. Roy Felabi from the UK zone asked, how does this cutoff date of the financial year impact contributions from zones? Does this mean that contributions must come in before April 30 or 31st March, as the case may be? And Bro Soji Olashoko said, my suggestion is that we should adopt a financial close of March 31st. I think he mentioned that. Financial reports should be finalized and posted latest 30th. This will also encourage zones to remain accountable and focused on what to do within 1 year. Zonal reports, financial reports. Sister Bukola Alaba asked, will the financial report include contributions from zones? Then he said, Ross Ojola Shuko said, the financial report should include contributions from zones. By design, zones are actually expected to remit more regularly, say quarterly, to support the attainment of the goals.
Yeah, I think they've answered the questions. They've asked the question and they've answered by themselves. So I think it's good. It's resolved. So, what?
I think it's a good platform to tie up as we move to the to any other business. AOB, if there are critical things that you want to raise or document on this floor before we close and move for lunch. AOB, any other business.
Election first.
Any other business first. Election is a different thing. Any other business? All right. No other business. That makes it good. Yes, election.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing is to constitute the electoral committee, and then we are to step down. In fact, I have no choice if. So, with that, can we nominate the... Okay, Robert, this is something.
Yes, I think before you step down, before we constitute even the electoral committee, can we know the offices that will be vacant till electoral committee can be constituted?
One AOB.